If you are a regular viewer of the channel, you just know that I really enjoy talking about the new Super Mario Bros. Series. And I think most of us probably have tons of childhood memories playing this game on our DS back in the day, or on our family TV with friends and family. And while there's not a single game in the franchise that I didn't enjoy, still we are here today to answer the question, which one of the new Super Mario Bros. Games is the best one? We are gonna rank every single game in the series from worst to best. So without further ado, let's go. New Super Luigi U. I know you all probably expected a different game to be here in last place, and I totally understand that. The only reason why New Super Luigi U is in last place is because of its availability. It's simply not worth it to buy the game from nowadays perspective, since New Super Mario Bros. U offered a DLC to add the game to your system, and New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe already includes the game for free. I mean, the game is like $60, but you know what I meant. The game got released by Nintendo to finally pay some respect to our good old green body Luigi during the year of the Luigi, or as normal people will call it, 2013. The concept of the game is quite amazing though. You get dropped into similar levels as in New Super Mario Bros. U, but this time the levels are shortened and you only get 100 seconds to beat it. So the entire game basically feels like a Mario speedrun. There is no new items, the bosses are still unfortunately the Koopalings, the world map stays exactly the same, but it has charm. Also Nabbit is playable here for the first time, and Luigi's physics are changed a lot. This feels like the pocket version of New Super Mario Bros. U. Still, amazing game, just not the best one of today's list. New Super Mario Bros. 2. The game that y'all probably expected to be in last place. And while I gotta agree it's not as good as some of the other new Soup games, it's still underrated in my eyes. And yes, I know what I just said and what that means. Hate comment time. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is a good game. The level themes are creative, there is new enemies, new ideas, fun moments, but I also gotta admit there's some huge downsides to this game. First off, some of the boss fights are just laughable. I know Nintendo wanted to pay homage to Mario World here, but this is just way too ridiculously easy. Second off, the coin gimmicks gets a little too much attention in here. I mean, yeah, it's fine for like 1 or 2 levels, but not for an entire game. And then the insane reward you are getting for collecting 9,999,999 coins is just a nightmare. And might be the worst reward in any video game ever. I gotta admit though that the final fight against Bowser in here is probably one of my favorite fights in 2D Mario history, so I gotta give them some credits for that. So it's a solid game, just nothing really exciting or special. New Super Mario Bros. U. This is one of the games I used to play the out back in the day when getting home from high school, so the nostalgia is strong here. But still I gotta admit that it's not the best of the lineup. The Koopaling fights are still, well, Koopaling fights, the level themes stay the same as in its predecessor, and the "oh, this wasn't the last Bowser fight phase" kind of stuff, yeah, it gets lame in here. And overall, I think we were all just hoping for something new finally. This is basically the 4th time the concept gets released in a matter of like 7 years, and everyone wanted Mario to make a new step into a new era of 2D platformers, but we all know how this ended. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is the same game with a couple new features re-released on the Nintendo Switch. So this is the 5th time we're getting the same concept just warmed up again. Barely lukewarm. I feel like I'm in my old school cafeteria all over again. It's obviously the definitive version of the game, since next to enhanced graphics, it also includes the whole game New Super Luigi U, as mentioned earlier, to that as a playable character, and with that our favorite and the most necessary item ever, Peach Chat.
That's what I've been waiting for, that's what it's all about.
The game follows obviously the same story, has the same layout of levels and worlds, and because of that, the same boss fights. The game is still fine, don't get me wrong, I had a huge time playing it, and from time to time I even replay it to get back to that nostalgic time. It just simply added nothing new to the franchise again, and because of... What is that noise? I'm about to get kicked into the next game, ain't I? New Super Mario Bros. Wii. No surprise that this game had to be that high up in the list, right? Overall speaking, I have to say that this game right here might be the Super Mario game that most people, even non-gamers, are familiar with and at least played it once or twice. The game felt so good on the Wii, fitted perfectly into this era of gaming, felt fresh. It was a different game than the first installment of the series, with own ideas, different concept and different bosses. Cause yes, here the Koopalings are still quite new. They haven't appeared in any mainline Mario game for over 18 years at that point and were still a sweet addition, and people were happy they had a comeback. The world themes are obviously still taking a lot of inspiration from its 2006 DS predecessor, but still, I can live with that. The game has enough own creativity to make up for that. Most definitely. There's only one game being better than that. Here we are. Oh, sorry Mario. New Super Mario Bros. DS was a hit when it first dropped back in 2006, and I still remember how hyped I was when I first saw the game's advertisement in a Nintendo magazine. Mario was back in its 2D glory with an entirely new entry into the series. And to this day, it really holds up well. I love the 3D models in its 2D environment, the mini boss fights against Bowser Jr., the amazing and super creative new final bosses of each world, the big reveal that the game isn't over yet, and the addition of 2 items that are still one of the best items ever, the mini mushroom and the blue shell. Especially the blue shell is that legendary that I couldn't do it differently than putting this game right here in #1 spot of today's video. The Mega Mushroom was also alright, they just didn't really use it. And the multiplayer mode, yo, don't even get me started on that legendary edition. So this game right here feels like pure creativity and 10 out of 10 craftsmanship combined into one single handheld game. That I personally would say is the best new Super Mario Bros. Game of them all.
And now you better hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, couldn't have said it any better. And that's it. I just made a playlist that consists of every single new Super Mario Bros. Video that I've made so far for those of y'all who want to continue watching right now. Thank you so much for being here today, and please leave a like and a subscription to help me out and to support me. I hope to see y'all next video, and until then, bye.